Okay, Mary, how you doing? I've got your work up right here. Okay, so this week we're talking about alignment and repetition. So we'll talk about that. Then I just kind of want to talk about contrast and emphasis as well. So let's start with emphasis. So I think this is just emphasized too much. The address area. The address area is actually larger than the headline. So that's going to take precedence in terms of hierarchy. And we don't want that. We want the headline and the subhead, then the body copy. And then this would probably fall in line with the body copy. We'll create emphasis here by separation. Right, so this is too big in spatial relationship, in the scale relationship to the headline. This is too large. Okay, emphasis. You got the headline and the subhead. That's good. This I think should be much smaller. Okay, so let's follow that logical order of hierarchy. So think about a newspaper when you're thinking about hierarchy. Think about the effectiveness of a newspaper, and then whenever you want to think about hierarchy, think about this newspaper. The largest type in a newspaper is the headline. Then, I'm sorry, a news article is the headline. Then the next largest is the subhead, then the body copy. So it's a matter of importance. That's where we want you to look. The largest thing first, second largest, and then the third largest. So watch your scale right here and see if you can create some emphasis by a scale. All right, let's talk about alignment and repetition. So alignment and repetition. Let's talk about repetition. You've got some wonderful repetitive elements going here. The target on the ant that's repeated over in the E for pest. That's great. That's beautiful. That is wonderful repetition. Outstanding. The repeating picnic blanket, again, that's wonderful. Now, one thing about the picnic blanket that's creating an enormous amount of visual tension is that this is on a different angle than this. So it's the viewers looking at it and the viewers sensing something is amiss, but and then if it's not conscious, it's subconscious, but there is an uncomfortable visual tension, and it's based on the fact that the angle of this picnic blanket is different than the angle of this. If you put those on the same angle, you're going to see a lot of page harmony come together. But it's a wonderful idea to repeat that down here. And then the ants, the little ants repeated here and here, that's fantastic. So just, I mean, a good job. And then the whole thing is left aligned, and I think that's great because let's face it, Mary, a lot of design students want to center align everything. That's why last week, if you remember me saying, I want you guys, every student in this class, I want you to concentrate. Let's forget about center alignment for the rest of the class. As in my case, I haven't used center alignment in 30 years. As a designer. Actually, I take that back. I'll use center alignment when I design wedding invitations or something. I just designed a series of invitations and a promotional package for a black tie event, and the invitations were center aligned because it's such a formal event. Okay, but other than that, I stay away from center alignment like the plague, and I just think it's a really boring way to design, and I think it does nothing to activate the negative space. And the best thing a design student can do is learn how to use negative space. So therefore, I think repetition is of the utmost importance as well as alignment. And I'm so glad to see that you're working on left align alignments instead of center. Okay, Mary, great job. Thank you very much. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks.